Hey, good day, guys. We're going to go ahead and start live early while we're waiting on Holly. That way, all y'all can go ahead and start getting in here because I know y'all got lots and lots of questions for Holly. So we're going to go ahead and go live and just wait on her. And then as soon as she's ready, she'll step on in here. But go ahead and start getting your questions in. Bloggies, yep, set the reminder. All right, so go ahead and get in here and start getting your questions in here. This is William Jones, SEO, and I'm here today. I'm going to be on today with Holly Starks, the queen of Blackhat SEO and YouTube SEO. So go ahead and get your questions in here and start dropping them. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people asking. So getting her in here today. I'm going to do a Google My Business or specifically Google search takeover. So where she's literally just going to take over an entire front page. So give me 1 second. Let's see here. Dustin, what's up? Dustin, you joker ass motherfucker. How much does beer cost in the Philippines? I don't know. I don't drink it, but I'm pretty sure it's about $1 or less. It just depends on how much you're going to drink. Good day, mate. I'm going to go ahead and assume you're from Australia. Let's go ahead and pull this up. I got people asking already. We are live. We're just waiting on Holly. Should be stepping in any minute now. She just messaged me. How's everybody's going? $1, not a doll hair. $1. We have something over here called Red Horse beer. Absolutely. Hey man, new to the group. You've been dropping a shit ton of knowledge. It's not just me, it's everybody that comes in there and participates. Dustin, do you want my checklist of 1,000 and something free tools? I don't know. Send it over. I'll look at it. I'll look at anybody's checklist. Don't take it the wrong way. Yeah, my biggest bill here in the Philippines is going to be electric. You are in Perth, Washington. Yeah, Holly, you're muted. You got to unmute yourself, hon.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Told them we got a bunch of comments, but whenever you're ready to move forward, let me know. They were asking, is it going to be the personal injury space or what space you were going to do this in?
Let me get my camera working.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and we are live on YouTube, so.
Okay. It's a little dark in here, but I mean, like, it's fine. I'll be showing my screen anyways. It's not a big deal. I got to show you my new puppy. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. What type of puppies do you have? Because I see you have dogs too. I'm a dog lover myself.
So, Chloe is a Cavapoo.
Cavapoo. That no, my friend sells those things. I was like, it's got to be one of them.
Yeah. So, she is. I think we've had her about a month, maybe. maybe a little over a month and a half. Our other 8-year-old dog is a Maltese, and
A Maltese,
yeah, and when we brought Chloe home, he hated her, like hated her. We actually hired a dog trainer to come in and work with him, and he starts in 2 weeks. But
What's his name?
His name is Jackson.
Jackson.
Yes, and then we did have Molly, and Molly she had kidney failure, so we had to put her down probably 2 months ago, because that's when we were like just tore up and crying and everything. And then I was like, we are not buying another dog. And I went to Vegas, and my wife's like, I flew home and we had her an hour later. I was like, are you serious? We're going to get another dog?
Mine is I have cats, but the ones I have cats and dogs. So the cats I have are big bone, like Garfield cats. The one is called Coco. The other one's Vanilla. The other one's Mia. 2 females, 1 male. And then I have a dog. My dog is a American Pit Bull or Bully. And his name is Duke. If I go outside, anytime I go outside, he about has a conniption. As soon as he hears my voice, all he hears, arr, 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 arr. And he wants me to come get him, so I'll go get him and stuff and play with him. He's absolutely adorable. My wife, quote unquote, don't like dogs licking her. Yeah. But as soon as he comes up to her, she's cool with it. She doesn't care anymore. Yeah. I was like, you tell me you don't like dogs. You held that dog like he was your damn baby the first day I got him.
Oh, yeah. I rock Chloe to sleep, and I sing her songs, and I read her stories. It's so funny because Dawn's like, Chloe's going to be my dog. I'm like, okay, well, good luck with that, because so far she snuggles up with me because, we put her in bed with us. And so.
That's the way my cats were. I got my cat because they're all exotic cats, so they cost a lot more money, and especially over here. But I got it for my daughter, Lila, and I'm sort of thinking, the cat would like her. No, it didn't like her, like me. Then they got one for me, and the cat they got like for me, Vanilla, is sweet as can be, but she likes my daughter. I'm like, no, just forget about it. Whoever it likes, it likes. Now, Coco, my other cat, he won't. If I walk into the room, he comes up to me. He won't come up to anybody else. So, but nevertheless, let's see what else we got going here. Do people trade sheep and goats SEO, sir? My friend Dustin's knocking on me. Do people trade sheep and goats for SEO services in the Philippines? Nah. We don't. Most of them don't even know about fucking SEO. Although I am going to be starting a channel, not necessarily a channel. There's a big SEO guy over here. I'm going to be doing Filipino American SEO time, or Ask Me Anything, teaching some Filipinos how to do SEO. And he knows, I've told him this before, I really want to do like after COVID an SEO conference in the Philippines and try to get some big names out here. Besides, we got Kirk and some other people that do SEO out here, but actually get people like yourself, Craig Campbell, Chris, etc., and have like a mastermind or something out here. But we'll see. We gotta wait for this stupid COVID thing to get done with, so it makes life easier.
Yeah. So I've been to Asia twice for Matt's conference, and it's a 26-hour flight with all the flights that I have to take. It's
a 30-something hour flight when I went.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm like, I'll be in the air for 15 hours. I'll get internet, which is fine, but literally we're flying like totally across the world.
Oh, it was insane. The first time I ever came here, is cool, no problem. First time I came here, I went through Dubai and Saudi and all these other crazy places, and my card worked. I'd never flown overseas. Then I get to the Philippines, all my money was frozen. I mean, frozen. No. I had to call my bro up and basically say, I need some money. I'm wiring you money. Send it to me via Western Union. I remember the first time I got here, I was sort of sleeping on the fucking bench at the airport. Like, what am I going to do? My mom's freaking out and everything. Yeah, it was not. That's when I came over here to meet my wife officially for the first time. Yeah. And that was not a good start. That was not a good start. She was
I
worried
am not
about
a
me,
fan
everybody.
I'm not a fan of Asia. I'm a very like I mean, I'm from Wisconsin, right? We're meat and potatoes people. We don't eat like
Yeah.
salads and stuff like that. We're not healthy. You know what I mean? And so when I went to Asia, like we had eggs and salad in the morning. I was like,
You
what?
know what I have right today. I'm having this is spicy eggs. I eat spicy eggs for
Yeah.
breakfast because I like it. My lunch is usually chicken or beef. Dinner chicken or beef. They usually will make chicken adobo, which is chicken with potatoes and carrots.
Yeah.
They know I like fish, but not as much as they do, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll eat their fish and vegetables and stuff like that. Like I told you before, I actually lost a lot of weight when I first got here. And then because I'd already lost a bunch of weight. Then I got here and I gained it all back. So,
Yeah, it sort of happens, I
because
think.
they spoil me on top of it. I told my wife, I said, "You're to blame. You keep bringing these fucking sweets up here and tell me not to eat cake, and you bring cake. What do you expect?"
Yeah.
So let's see who else is in there. There's a bunch more people in here. You are in Australia. Great. Western Australia. Is my new GMB Masterclass starting Sunday or Monday? If this is Patrick, I've already answered that. Monday. Starts on Monday. Let's see what else we got going on in here. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Holly, we're good to go.
Okay.
We'll close out this stuff.
And I can share my screen. That's okay with you?
Yeah, you're cool. Just whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay. So the backstory on how I came up with the Google News network and why I use Google News is just because in October of last year, honestly, I found a guy on eBay who was selling Google News sites for $300-400, and I was like, well, I wonder why. I mean, he was selling them like crazy, and so I ended up buying one. I got talking to him, and he said he gets between 10 and 15 orders on a daily basis off eBay. I mean, he's banking it, and I bought a few from him. I did some linking. I found out that they're very, very powerful, and we just kind of ran from there. I mean, that's my business is based on churn. It's definitely churn and burn, and it is to hit wherever the holes are. So it happens to be Google News sites have a huge hole right now, and so we are literally building hundreds every single day, because during COVID and still today, they don't do manual reviews in most cases. It's just auto reviews. So you can build a site, you can build 100 sites and get 100 sites approved within probably 3 to 4 days. So because it's not manually approved, when that switches back to manually approval, I think it's going to be a different story. You're not going to be able to build so many. So that's why literally I'm buying 200 to 300 domains every single day, and we're just building and building and building.
It's
and
insane.
we just get it approved, and we might not even bring it into the network or bring it into anyone able to post on it for a couple months. It's just getting the site made, and then deciding, okay, do I want to keep it in the health category or do I want to switch it to travel? Because that's the thing with Google News sites, is that you can get it approved in any niche that they have listed. Once it's approved, you can wipe the site and build it to whatever you want it to be. And you just go in there and change the category. So you literally can build adult, you can build casinos, you can build payday loans, you can build the most spammiest niches that you can think of, like real estate too. And it gets nobody reports it because it's a Google News site. Even if it does get reported, it's not going to get de-indexed because you're basically using the badge of Google News. So we'll get some approved in health, and then a month later we'll we have 100 adult sites because it was approved in health. We wipe it and make it to be an adult linking site. And if you know anything about adult or casinos, it's very, very, very hard to get good links, and especially news links. So that's kind of what we ran with, is that, we build as many as we can, and then we're just going through and adding them in as we can. So, I mean, there's different ways to use the network. There's different ways to use Google News sites. It's my sites are like, they're like totally ugly, the ugliest sites you could ever have. But I mean, like, they definitely look spammy, but it's okay because it's a link, and it's a really powerful link. I mean, so you can use it as a backlink to your money site, to tiers, to social media. You can use it as an embed network, where you're just going to do videos. You can use it in many different ways. And so I was showing Jason and you earlier in the week that I use it sometimes for my mass pages. And so someone asked me, or I decided to put a post out and say, give me the hard niches. I'll see what I can work with. So the way that you do mass pages on Google News sites is that you poke one keyword per site and see what gets onto page 1. And whatever gets on page 1, that you can mass produce those URLs, basically, or mass produce those keywords. So we started with personal injury attorney, and obviously personal injury attorney is a hard term. So I went out and I scraped a bunch of legal websites and looked at their keywords to find out what other stuff they ranked for. And we're not doing personal injury attorney because everyone else is trying to rank for personal injury as a main term. So we do personal injury attorney. Then we niche down into, okay, what are some of the subcategories in it? So we found dog bite cases, we found slip and fall cases, we found medical malpractice, as just 3 examples, and wrongful death. Wrongful death. Yeah, I think I'm so sorry. I don't know why that wasn't rolling on my tongue very well.
No,
so, I mean, that's just 4 that we actually found that we can do on personal injury and send the cases to the personal injury attorney. He doesn't have to have personal injury attorney cases as that term. He needs to have that niche or that sub niche, right? So if you're looking at my screen, you can see, like, we did dog bite case. So dog bite attorney, we also did. And like dog bite attorney, dog bite lawyer, best dog bite, something like that, we can work with that. But I wanted to do dog bite case because people do searches for this on some of the legal terms that I found. So it is actually a term that people do. And I just made one post, and you can see within 10 minutes, it was at the #1 listing. This isn't like a page 2. It's like, that's an actual #1 listing. Daily Baltimore News is a news site of mine. Does not have anything to do with Connecticut, which is why we have different varieties. We have city sites, we have cannabis, we have finance. We have so many sites. It doesn't matter what site you put your post on. It's going to rank if you pick the right keyword. So we did dog bite case. We did dog bite attorney. And you can see I have 2. I think that was like number 7 and number 8. And it's the same article too, by the way. It's just, we just spin it. And then we did best dog bite attorney, and we had just the 1. So I'm like, okay, if those are the terms we're going to pick, and we're going to try to do a takeover and see if I can rank, we'll try to get, 6 out of the 10 spots or 8 out of the 10 spots. So I did this one last night. I'm just, poking it. So this is a home services site, and best dog bite attorney, the highest that I was able to get was number 3. And I think that's the only one on there. But let me scroll down. Yeah, so that was number 3. This one for dog bite attorney. And I'm going to do some live posting so you can see, because these aren't like updated ranks, right? So this was number 9. This one I did yesterday, concrete resurfacing. And and I think I have 4. So I have this one, Anchorage. I have this site which says the UK. So obviously you don't need to have a US site, even doesn't matter. This one is a UK site also, and so is the bottom. So there's 4 sites on that page, and that's a nice lead gen keyword.
Nice.
And then the dog bite one, I think I have 4. So I have number 1 and I have number 2. I have number 5 and the last one. So once I start posting, I'm going to do the dog bite case. Once I start posting, you should see a flip in sites for some of the new posts. That's the plan. We'll see what we're going to get. So this is what the news network looks like. If you see available categories, I mean, we have just a ridiculous amount of categories. So, I mean, we have Spanish, we have drywall, we have roofing, we have stuff with Amazon. Like, I mean, seriously, it doesn't even matter what category really or what site you post. The point is to just post it, you know. So yeah, let's just post some. So for this one, I'm going to just pick a bunch of sites we're going to post. Let me just update this.
I have someone that actually, I mean, there's some questions rolling in, but one in specific, there's a person that literally said, just signed up 2 days ago, really happy with things. Their first post took their DR from a 4 to 19. Because I've actually had people asking me about the DR and stuff, and I've told them exactly what me and you have already talked about before. The DR, it's like you're talking about a Google site. And those metrics can be, you know, even if your metric is a 0, it doesn't, I mean, in my opinion, doesn't matter anyways, because those metrics can be jacked up and turned to 40 or 50 with, you know, a couple of spammy, you know, and powerful links. And next thing you know, you got a DR that's really high and it's manipulated very easily. But then they'll say, well, some of these sites don't even have a D, you know, they're like a 1 or a 2 or an 11, like me and you have talked about, but yeah, they're still extremely fucking powerful because it's a Google site. It doesn't, I mean, some of those metrics people I think gets hung up on with Ahrefs and SEMrush and stuff like that. And those are their algorithms, how they base everything off of. It's not, you know, but let's see.
I have to refresh this. I think the server time changed. So let me
Dan Navarro, is this where keyword golden ratio works? Is this how you find these alternate keywords?
Yes. So this is where you can do the KGR, because you're basically poking first to find the KGR keywords, right? So I heavily use KGR on everything I do. I don't go for hard competition whatsoever. It's all easy because
That's
I
what
can
you're telling
rank
me. It's
faster.
like everybody's going for the hard ones that may get 1 or 2,000 clicks or views a month. But the thing is, if you go for the keyword golden ratio, you could pick 100 keywords, get ranked like that for 100 keywords, and you'll get more traffic from those 100 than just that one specific keyword.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's trying to rank for plumbing in Dallas. And how long is it going to take you to rank in plumbing in Dallas? Like, screw that. I'm just going to find, dog bite case, and I'll take as many spots as I can for that across 40,000 cities, and I don't have to compete with anyone else because no one else is really doing it.
Does it matter if the article gets picked up by Google News or not?
So I do have some that is picked up by Google News. If you click on the news tab itself, sometimes it'll get kicked in there and sometimes it won't. It just depends. It's not based on it's based on like your keyword. It's not really based on whether or not your site is strong. Because as he just said, I do have sites that like my home services network, which is around probably 20 sites. That entire network is a UR of 8 and a DR of 30 right now. But my sites that are literally just created and put in that are 0 will beat those sites because it's a metric. It's not, Google News does not matter what metric it is. If you're a metric person, you have clients, they want to see you have a site with a DR of 40, then yeah, that's fine. But it's not, that doesn't mean it's going to rank better than a different site. It's just, I mean, I have 400 sites. At least one of them is going to pop in, you know?
Yeah. And someone just asked, where can they get your Google News Network? I'm going to drop that for everybody inside of the chat on YouTube. So if you need it, go there and join it. You know, she's got several different packages from 1 post a day to 4 posts a day. And then if you need more than 4 posts a day, you just have to reach out to Holly and she'll get you set up. So
yeah, and actually we did update the back end of the post, you know, so I mean, if there's like an in-between plan, but like if you want 10 posts or 250 posts, whatever, you sign up for the professional plan, and then there's like a +6 or a +240 or whatever the plan, whatever the thing is that you want. So I just posted these two. So yeah, literally I just go through here and I'm picking home services out of court categories. And I'm just picking websites. And I have to actually refresh each tab because the server is not on. I don't know where the server is at, but it's 4 hours past my time, so it shows posting on October 1st. So I have to just do some dumb updates.
It's somewhere out here. It's already October 1st over
here. Yeah, I don't know where. So, you know, because Austin hosted. I'm not sure where he hosted at, but all right. So let's just refresh this. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends upon where I'm pulling it from. Let's see if we can get this to update.
Someone asking, do you point the links from the articles directly at the money site pages?
So let me show you an example of an article that I would build. View article.
And someone's, what's the unlimited plan cost? Is there an unlimited plan?
So the unlimited plan is called the ultimate plan. Babe, you want to take them? Okay, and that is 999 posts a day, basically. We can't really open it up to more than that because we'd have just a minute. My dog
wants your attention.
Well, the other one is down here, so my wife is just grabbing. So yeah, the ultimate is 999, and that is $1,500 a month. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so you asked me what the links are. So I do like the website name, and then if I scroll down here, I do a naked. I also have naked in here, and I have branded. That's all that I do. For my GMBs, I would do the similar to what you do, William. I would do the article. I put a nap in, and then I have a very large list of keywords that I put in at the bottom, because that'll help me rank by just listing the keywords.
Nice.
So
and you don't, you're not hyperlinking the keywords, or not? They're just straight keywords at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not hyperlinking any of them because I think if you do hyperlink them too aggressively, you're gonna get caught with a penalty. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we'll do the map embed, and you know, besides that, we'll embed the YouTube videos and stuff which are already connected to the business and that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, they can hit me with the other questions, but this is basically what I'm doing is what I'm showing you. What I did this morning is I just go out and post a bunch of them across the network.
And sometimes post the same. Sorry, can you post the same article to different sites?
Yeah,
it's the same article. You're doing that, and you're just spinning. Basically, from what I'm gathering, you take it and you're just spinning it.
Right, I spin it. I have the capability to post to all, where it says post to all, and that'll post to 327 at one time, and it's the same. It's like syndication. It's posting the exact same article out.
Yep.
So you can do that.
That's what we do. I mean, we'll take the same article, put it across 4 or 5 of them. Because to me, it's just syndication, just like you're doing a press release or an article blast.
Right.
Karen says, "Hey, William Holly, do you have a step-by-step guide to writing articles correctly that will rank?" I actually do in my Google My Business masterclass. And I'm pretty sure you're a part of the pros, Karen. So if you could just reach out to me and I will send that over to you. Any example article of GMB ones, does content matter as much? I actually showed a GNB article one where I used with Holly's Network on one of my other lives, I believe yesterday or the day before. It's essentially using your article or blog, posting it inside of Holly's Network. And the only real difference is I'm hot linking images from my GMB. And hot linking simply means right click, control copy, control V into your article. I'm putting my YouTube, stack inside of Holly's Network on that same article, or embedding a YouTube video. And then I'm also taking the GMB and I'm embedding that at the bottom with the name, address, phone number. So let's see here. Are you on page? Hi, Holly. I see a rock star here. Miss you. Let's see. Roland, what is the spin level of the articles being syndicated, or is it purely the same? Original doesn't matter at all.
When you're doing the mass page, which is what I was just showing, you need to spin your article. I use word AI. If you're doing just a syndication, which you can do syndication and still get the mass page result, because I actually did that. Let me see if I can show you that. And it was exactly the same article. And I still had, I think the highest, I think I had one. So let me see. I had fence staining. I think it was fence staining in Boulder. Let me see if I can find them. I think they started coming in on page 3 or 4 because it was syndication. So yeah, so like this daily Kansas City News is mine. So if I scroll in farther, you would probably see a ton of them. I like that.
Holly is my new superhero.
This one's from mine.
You want me to show? You want me to go ahead and add it, your screen to the stream again, or no?
Yeah. Well, no. If they just look up fence staining Boulder, Colorado, go to the 4th page, you'll see some of my new sites.
Okay. I just want to make sure before I do. I've done some stuff before. Let's see. Jason, hey Jason, how's South Africa? I know you got a storm going on right now, so. Are these brand new news sites, or have you had them for a while?
So we made I've been building since October of last year. So you have sites in there that some are expired domains. I think 150 are expired. The rest are all brand new ones that I bought. The brand new ones actually, in my opinion, do better than expired domains. I'm not a big fan of expired domains.
I'm going to put this along the bottom too. Give me 1 second. Banners. Hey, Chloe. Tell her.
Where's your pig ear? Did you eat it?
And on the bottom of the screen, y'all guys can see this is the website where you can get it at, or I can actually just, if you
did you put your coupon in?
I don't need one. I don't even have one. I don't even use it.
I have one for you if you want it. It's 25% off.
I'm cool. They can now, if you message me the coupon, I can give them the coupon.
Okay.
Just message it to me and I'll drop it on the bottom for them.
Okay.
Okay, let me edit that real quick. But yeah, I've been using it just for a bit here, and I love it. I'll put it that way. I've had people asking me about the DR and stuff like that, but I'm like, listen, all I know is I do something. I do my keyword poking, and I find what ranks on page 1, and it happens in 5 minutes. I don't need to know all that other bullshit everybody wants to talk about.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
for me,
I don't try to over order or analyze things why this site ranks over that, and this site only has 5 DR or no trust flow, and this one has a lot. Why isn't I'm like, it don't matter. Just post, go see what keywords are ranking, and you can post, and no matter what site it is, it's gonna work.
yep. So if you go to hollystarks.com, and then at the top left it says Holly Starks or Holly's News Network, and that's where you're going to go to actually purchase it. And I'm going to share my screen just a little bit, Holly, so I can show this. So her news network, if you go here, this is where you're going to get her news network, and she has her pricing, the available categories. Because a couple of y'all are asking about the pricing. She's got over 320 plus Google News sites, 340 plus available categories. A huge fucking network. If you just want one post a day, maybe you have 1 or 2 or 3 clients or whatever, it's only $100 a month. If you went to any place to buy a high powerful backlink, you're going to pay a hell of a lot more than this. Okay. For 4 posts a month, which gives you 120, if you will, backlinks a month, it's $347. Then she's got other packages as well. So this is the site. I mean, pricing, available categories. She's got tons of them. So I mean, it's not like I haven't found anything we haven't been able to post yet, and we deal with a lot of clients. I mean, we're building out 200 plus new SEO websites or businesses every month. So she's got Bitcoin in here, mobile phones, marijuana, stocks, Oriental rugs, cars, home services, everything you can think of. So,
do you have Spanish clients too?
I have mainly, believe it or not, people that are French, because in rank and rent wanting French, and
okay.
I actually don't do too much of it, mainly because of the fact I would need to have someone that understands Spanish to write my stuff.
Right.
And we don't, that's the main thing. It's like, not that I can't do SEO for them. It's if I actually have to work on the site, I have to know.
Yeah.
It's all in Spanish. So, but no, one of my biggest clients used to be Spanish. That's where I got a lot of my SEO experience from. 6 years worth was in the Spanish community. So
yeah, Spanish is a really good niche for SEO. I mean, it's one of the easiest languages, I think, to rank for. Like, we have the Spanish attorney that we basically own a lot of spots for, and he gets calls all the time, and we literally can make a post just like you said, and it gets indexed within minutes and ranking number 1. So
yeah, that's what we did. We did that whenever we were testing it. I was telling you, I said we did that for a couple of sites, and they went from being on page 2 of GMB. Now they're top 2, 3. I had one take top, number 3 spot, another one take top 2 spot in the GMB, and also they were in the organic of the SERPs too. So, where do you host your sites? Different hosting companies?
I generally host at WPX. I have hosted at Bluehost. I've hosted at Liquid Web and DigitalOcean. I kind of try them all. WPX is amazing support. So a lot of my servers are at WPX.
Hey, Brian. Brian says, can you clarify the term keyword poking? Are you referring to poking Google or a keyword tool for keyword discovery?
I mean, poking just is, so if I'm sure that you've done like the video poking, William, where you teach them that same process. So it's the same type of thing. Instead of you're doing posting videos on YouTube, you're posting a bunch of different articles on Google and finding out what is on page one. And then what's on page one is the keywords that you want to focus on.
Yeah, I've been showing my boys that too with the timer. I've never used the timer, like, the stopwatch. I've never used that, but that's a pretty cool tool, where you can actually sit there and do it and then give it a few seconds, and see how long it takes to pop up in the SERPs.
Yeah.
VR. I do YouTube ads for solar and Havoc. Awesome VR. I have some solar clients. I'm one of those French guys. I'm pretty sure I know who this is. He's one of my rank and rent peeps, or wants to be one of the rank and rent peeps. Anderson, I understand reasonably English, but I'm following you to learn. Anderson's located in Brazil. So he's definitely following you so he can learn. Do you have a mold removal or restoration? Rank and rent or anybody you work with, Holly?
I'm checking right now if we have.
And I did
so not particular molding, not particular water damage, but we can build that. That's the nice thing is when you're in the network, you can request categories. Like if you just bought in and you don't like the categories and you want 20, say in that mold, then we'll go and build that and you'll get it in a week or so. But I mean, you can fit molding removal probably in some of the home services that I have.
What I'll do with the 25% coupon, if you send that over to me in Facebook Messenger, then I can drop it in this chat too. So.
Oh, I put it in the private chat.
Oh, let me get it. There we go. I'll drop that. I'll drop it into the comments. So coupon. Let me just go ahead and put this in the banner real quick so everybody can see it. Coupon code is. See that? Of course, I can't spell for the life of me. So it's 25% off. Let's see here. What else we got? For GMBs, how many articles would you recommend posting per GMB? How frequent? Thank you.
So for GMBs, I mean, I do not do more than maybe a couple, a day at most. I think my normal thing is 7 to 10 a month directly to the GMB. We will then link out to the tiers, to social media, to their YouTube, to Twitter. But the GMB itself, generally we don't go more than 7 to 10 in a month, because if you have a client, I don't want to be responsible for tanking that client because I was too aggressive. And also make sure you're doing anchor and branded versus not anchor. You're doing branded and naked instead of exact match, because if you're posting, so let's say you're on a 10-a-day planner using exact, you could easily get a penalty because the sites are quite strong. So if you are sending it through a funnel, some kind of tier, you're going to want to do a tier.
Let's see here real quick. What kind of writing qualities required for keyword poking articles to rank? Are we talking Article Forge territory or no?
Even my regular content, I use conversion, or I use Jarvis or outranking. You can use Article Forge too. I haven't myself, but it's just you're just poking to see what's going to rank. So as long as the keyword is in the article, that's fine. When we actually get down to wanting to rank across the 40,000 cities, we may spend more time on writing the article and make sure it's optimized. But when we're poking it, I actually don't even in most cases, I wouldn't even put more than 2 or 3 paragraphs because it's the keyword is in the title of the post.
Okay. Is this a Google RSS feed or what is the feed type?
Is this a Google RSS feed? So I mean, every site has a feed, and that feed goes into Google News.
Yeah. So do you have any success cases with car dealers?
We had a guy who was doing luxury cars. And he has been with us for 3 months, so I can say, I mean, obviously if he's been with us for 3 months at a higher package, he's getting
He's
results.
probably happy.
Yeah. I
use,
myself don't know what you guys are posting. I don't know.
she doesn't have the time. She doesn't have the time to sit there and go through thousands and thousands of posts a day.
No,
so
and also
ridiculous.
I don't have access to the back end. Austin controls that so that I wouldn't be, even if I would be tempted to look at, say, what you're posting, William, I wouldn't be able to even go and look at I can look at my sites, but I don't know who posted it.
Yeah.
And I'm too busy to go look at, 400
Everybody's
sites.
Stuff.
Yeah, no.
I could use a mold test niche. So let's see. Facebook user, do you teach how to build an e-com site and use your news network to rank an e-com site?
I don't know. I don't necessarily even, I mean, I don't build e-com, and I would still link the same way anyways that I just showed you guys, your anchor, your naked, and your branded.
Water testing service. That's another good one. Rob Moss, I have several GMBs in a rural metro area that are ranking 7 to 14. They used to rank number 1 until about July, August. Anyhow, how might I expect the GMBs to be affected in ranking? I dropped one that was on, I was telling Holly earlier, I dropped one on a person that was in page 2 and in the top 20 for GMB. Now they're sitting at number 2 and they're sitting at number 6 in organic. But in GMB, they're at number 2, and that is for lawn care. So it's not really, it's a okay hardish niche, but it's not in a huge population area either. But do you sell leads to Home Advisor through their affiliate program? Dan's asking.
No, I go through, I think it's called Polaris. And you have to have a private, you have to know someone to get into it. So if you want a lead in, just you have to send me on Facebook your email, and I will send it to him, and he'll get you signed up. Because Home Advisor itself is very hard to get into, so you have to go to a third party.
Andres, how do you get Spanish clients to pay the prices for SEO? You live in Spain. They're hardly, well, I have people that live in Spain. In Spain, they're not going to want to pay the prices mainly because you got to understand their dollar is different too. Their conversion is different. So you may have to lower your prices a little bit to where it's going to be feasible for them. I do have agencies that work in Spain that we do white label for. Because we white label primarily, we're doing white label for all of the agencies. So can we go back into the article and do niche edit links?
You can up to a week. I think after a week, you're not allowed to go in and edit it unless you request it in a support ticket.
Okay. Brian, if we send backlinks to our Google News sites, will we see a positive effect or will it just get lost in the mix?
Yeah, I mean, you can send backlinks to all of your URLs that you create. You can build links as much as you want.
So Facebook user, what do you mean by tier? You mean using your network to post a link to a client's YouTube video or Facebook page, then from the GMB instead of posting directly?
Yeah, like a tier is like Facebook, Twitter, Pin. A tier is like, those, like a Twitter post should link to your GMB. So basically a tier is just a next
non-direct link. In other words, don't go from here directly to wherever you want, and it goes passes
like
through another website. It's a buffer link per se. So for the article, you're using naked and branded links, but have keywords in the content.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
All right. If we are to do mass pages, I'm assuming we need to actually buy the Google News website, because if just buying posts, we can't add a form to the page, I'm assuming.
So that's what I was showing William this morning. I don't know.
No, correct it. At 3 a.m., her time, I'm like sitting in here at 3 p.m. yesterday, and I get this text. I'm like, why the fuck are you not in bed? And she's like, I couldn't sleep. And she's showing me this sneaky black witchcraft shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's some sneaky shit. I don't know if you want to do that on.
I don't really want to show people that.
Don't do that. Don't show that. If you want to show it, you show it privately, but that's some sneaky shit. So, but with the mass pages, it's something totally different, but it was some sneaky shit, I'll put it that way. Let's see here. Can you give an example of what you mean by naked URL? Do you mean broad match keyword? Naked to be like contact us.
Yeah.
You know, submit your information here. It has nothing to do with the keyword. It's just contact us, help, you know, submit your information. Stuff like that has absolutely nothing to do with the brand or the keyword. Frolin, I am late. A while ago, I've seen that you were only linking internally. Do you even link to authority sites, or maybe I've just missed the whole details here?
Yeah, I never linked out to authority sites ever. I usually always do 3 links opposed to.
Tony, the coupon buddy is down here at the bottom where it says hollystarks.com. Coupon code is William-1MO-25. If you don't see the code, okay, in here, just message me and I will probably drop it in the back end of the group too, and send out a mass email, because a lot of people may or may not be here, and we got, you know, a lot of people, students, etc. And I'll send this over to them, and I'll probably drop this in the back end of my new GME class as well. Let's see. Can we cloak these news articles that shows a survey form? Yeah.
Things that make you go,
You showed me that. I was like, that is some wicked shit. And I was like, my boys, when you showed it to me and I sent it to them, I said, because they are engineers, and he studied the script type that you sent to me, and I said, I just sent him the link. I said, figure this out.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes, he came back. He's like, got it. I was like, and he showed it to me. I said, send it to me, and he sent it to me. That's when I looked at it. It's like, make sure it's this, make sure it's that. So
yeah,
it opens the door for so much stuff that, but you can't, you know. Can't just.
That's why I don't. On it. Yeah, I don't talk about it very often, and if I do, it's definitely not recorded.
Yeah. So Tom, I've learned my lesson too many times. So let's see. Did you say that you put a bunch of keywords on the post at the bottom? Okay, what she was saying was at the bottom of the article, when it's related to GMB, is she'll put all her keywords. Let's say there's 20 different keywords. She'll just put the keywords down there for GMB that she's trying to rank for. Jason, she showed me and Jason this method, and Jason says, I had to hose down my butt after Holly showed me this method. Yeah.
It's pretty, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, and and y'all aren't going to get it from me. So when I tell someone I'm not going to show something, I'm not going to show something. So let's see here. Dan, Holly, you are the boss. Lady reigns supreme. That is right. I said, remember the Bill and Ted when she showed me that thing last night? We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Like, no, this is some witchcraft shit she had going on here. I'm on YouTube. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so if you don't see the coupon code, once again, it's William-1MO-25. Again, the code for the discount when you go to hollysarks.com is William-1MO-25. And I will drop it to, if you're on my email list, you're going to get it regardless. So I got about 60,000 people that's going to be going out to. So as soon as I'm done here. Are there any examples of how you're linking inside of the subscription? Not inside the subscription, you don't show examples, but you have shown examples on the live. Can you show an article, Holly, so she can maybe see how you're actually doing your linking? Or I'm sorry, Rob, not she. I don't want to upset anybody.
And what's do you want best... me just to link it, or you want me to show my screen?
No, share your screen. And then I had another person ask, what's the best way to reach you? Is it going to be Facebook Messenger or email?
Facebook Messenger.
So Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, and you want to add my laptop to
Yep. Add to stream. There we go.
Okay, so we're just gonna pull this one. So this is pretty much the format of my articles. So I very keyword rich. You know, snow removal daily is a term that I need to relate to the website. So I link there. Again, I link 3 times basically. Nothing's is an anchor text link, and I link here where visit site, and then I link there. This is pretty much my format. And then when I do GMBs, I just add a nap in there, a list of, you know, I do a list of 100 keywords. And then if I have 100, and then the GMB URL. Otherwise, it's the same format. There's nothing different.
Awesome. Let's see here. Let's see our questions we got. Would you push any link daddy or Tony backlink packages or any press releases to this Google News article?
So, and I may be wrong about this, but so Tony's network, I don't know who the other one is, but Tony's network is syndicated, so it's exact URLs, or sorry, it's exact content. So you can, I mean, I've had people go in and make an article and literally link to 200 citations or 200, you know, posts, which is probably, you know, Tony's, whatever, and it helps them get indexed. So it's you're trying to index them, like the citations and the PR and Tony's links, then yeah, you can just list them down. They'll get a better chance of getting indexed because it's on a Google News property.
The other cool thing that Holly's network has is on the back end, you can take your Omega Indexer API and put that inside Holly's network. And whenever you submit the post to the Google News site, it automatically goes into the Omega Indexer and submits it for indexing.
Yeah, and we're going to add a spinning feature too. So you can just put in your regular article. And I actually want it to spin through API and Word API or Word AI. And then it'll just pull that article. So you don't have to, like you've seen me, I have to go to 20 different pages to post instead of just saying spin text, post on all these sites. So I'm hoping that'll be in the next week or two. People have been asking us for that for quite a while.
Your son gets back from Mexico pretty soon. So
yeah, I think Saturday or Sunday.
Let's see here. What's the difference between? Okay, what's the difference between syndicated sites and non-syndicated sites?
So syndicated sites is the same article going out to all the sites. And then non-syndicated is having a unique spin of one article going to each site. So every post is a unique article.
And then VR says, is there a separate paid Facebook group video training tutorials when I subscribe?
So the only tutorial that's in there right now is how to use the network itself. If you get confused, there is a series that I have created of the best practices and like how I would approach this, how I approach reputation management type of a thing. That's getting released on, I think it's October maybe 15th.
Nice.
There's, maybe I think there's 10 videos in there. So I kind of went over best practices because I've had so many questions like, how do you approach this? How do you approach that? But only the subscribers get that. That's not a course that's going to be sold.
It's going to be just for subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Gordon says, for now, we just submit our article in SpinText, though.
No, so now you like go to Word AI, put your article in, click on spin, and then you just post that. You can't post spin text in the network right now.
Let's see what else here. I don't think you're going to talk about this one. Where do you normally pull your keywords to poke with?
I mean, for the personal injury attorney, I just went to I just looked up other attorney websites and I just pulled it off Ahrefs. For the home services, I have different ways to do it. I mean, honestly, just think of what you would search for and then go and look at other people's sites. It's kind of the quickest way.
Let's see here. Or manually submit different spun versions. Yeah, she just answered that up there about the spin tax. Junk removal, Texas. Okay, Facebook user. When you link to the tier, how do we use that link to our tier? Is there a special way to create a post in the tier to best use the link from your network?
Yes, you just create a regular article and just leave something like to find out more information or click here or read more, and then where the read more or something like that, you would just highlight read more and then click on like link in. It's like a WordPress post, right? And you just link it to your tier, which would be like Twitter or social media or like a Web 2.0 or something. It's very, very simple to use. And if you get confused, we have videos for that in there.
Yeah, I didn't. She never did any training. She showed it to me once and then signed up, and then
Austin did it very easy,
simple.
Peasy. Yeah. He didn't make it difficult at all.
So, and if you don't know, Austin is her mastermind with her as well. So, which is her son. And let's see here. VR says, I'm a lazy guy. Can this be automated or no? Hire a VA. Hire a VA. My VAs do it all the time, brother. You got 60-something VAs to do it. So
yeah, I have like 4 or 5 big agencies on there, and they just hire a VA, and you can schedule your posts out, so you can just have them do it every Monday or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I showed them too. I told them yesterday we were bumping our package up, so get ready.
Yeah,
because I just was testing it for a bit, and I told them, said now we'll be able to pump some real juice out. So we literally have all of our clients on the spreadsheet and know this client's going to get 10 today, next client 10 the next day, and then schedule everything. So, and it's amazing. Where do you recommend to hire a VA? If you go to my website under rankfortress.com and you go to SEO services, you can actually hire a VA. All the VAs are actually trained by myself. So any tactic I teach, I've taught them and they're already trained in it. So 40 hours of a VA is $297. So basically $750 an hour. So you're not going to beat it.
Yeah.
When I get my VAs because I live in the country. So it's a lot cheaper for me to get a VA. So versus if you live in Manila, you're going to be paying $12 an hour, $13 an hour. So, but all of my VAs have been trained by me. I do have specific ones, specific things. So Thanks, VR. Check it out. Patrick. Thank you so much, Holly and William. Appreciate Patrick. All right, guys, we went over an hour here. I want to be respectful of Holly's time. We might just have to have you back on again, Holly, or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss any. Wayne's World. Yep, that's what it blew me away. She's up at 3 a.m. I mean, it's like, what the fuck? Go to sleep.
You know, like a lot of my ideas come when I'm sleeping, and then I woke up and I was like, I don't know if I should show you that to William. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if he would be like, oh, that's cool. Maybe he already knows about it.
No, I do redirects, and that's when you said, what do you think about redirects? And I was like, well, I like redirects. I use redirects for some CTR, and I'm definitely open to that. But, you know, I will not be showing anybody that shit, so don't even come into my fucking inbox asking. You're going to get a hell to the no. So, I like, everybody thinks I tell everybody everything I tell them. So there's some things I keep to my chest, and I won't tell anybody, so. Definitely Shane says definitely have her back on again and again. I would love to. I know she was going to be at NFG. I hope your wife's mother did good with that too.
Yeah, she's doing better.
That's good. All right, guys, I'll have Holly on again. We'll talk about maybe doing something next time. If y'all want to drop you know, in the group, what I usually ask them, Holly, is, hey, what do you want us to talk about? And we talk about it. You know, same thing I do with Chris Palmer. Be like, what do you want to talk about? That's what we talk about. It's nothing preconceived. We don't talk about anything in specific. Sometimes we just get on there and drink energy drinks and laugh or whatever. And we can talk about Chloe. She's adorable.
She's absolutely like, adorable. Why aren't you playing with me?
She's adorable.
She's so cute. She needs a haircut though, but yeah, right? Adorable. She's not cute at 2 or 3 in the morning when she's like, wakes up, looks at me, tackles my head, like, let's play. I'm like, no, not time yet.
Dan says, thanks, Holly. And VR, if we sign up today, can we post the same day?
Yeah, you can post immediately.
I signed up and was posting the same day. So in my VAs, they post every damn day on it. So now, and there's different tactics. Like I'm trying to say, okay, let's try this. So just to see, but all I know is whenever we index shit, it's immediately indexed, and I can, let me see if I could show you landscaping. It was landscaping. Yeah, I'll show you. So I'm sorry, it went from number 3. I just now did this, FYI, so it's not like I just checked it. So this guy right here, for Landscaping Prescott, Arizona, we did a press release. He was not in the 3-pack. He went to number 3, and today he's number 1.
He'll be happy about that.
And then he's also down here at number 6 in the organic. Okay. And that was, we did do a press release. We only did, I think, we did the press release, but we did the Google site. We only did, I think, 3 links to his with Google sites. So that's pretty badass. And then I have 2 or 3 of those that I showed on another live the other day. So, but all right, go ahead and let you get off here, even though you're up at 3 a.m.
I'm really tired today because I
can't imagine why. I can't imagine why. It's like Chris Palmer. I'll be up I guarantee you his ass around 12:30, 1 o'clock my time, he's going to go live.
I know, it drives me crazy.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, no, got to keep my foot on the necks of everybody.
All right, I'm going to go play with my puppy.
I appreciate it, and we'll have you again, Holly. Take care.
Thank
you guys.